Of historical geocaching with geocacher Tian Photobug from Chattanooga, Tennessee, who is currently travel caching in Northern California. Today's very special. My dad and grandpa and I are headed south of Ukiah about 50 miles to a town called Angwin. That's actually where I grew up. Sad to say I've never been back, so it'll be fun to not only go do some caching there, but also see where I grew up. What we're aiming at is there's like an absolute ton of earth caches around. There must be 10 to 13. We won't be able to pick up all of them, but a surprising a lot amount of them are just off the road, so we're going to try to pick up those easy ones. So yeah, come along with me, my dad and grandpa, as we do some earth caching around Angwin. Okay, here's a few more tidbits of information that I couldn't squeeze into the intro. Today is my dad's birthday, so happy birthday, Dad. I can't imagine a better way to celebrate your birthday than to go geocaching. As I said, I'm really excited about all the earth caches around England. Usually there's not a lot of earth caches right together. They're spread out, but here in England there is. Another very important thing is that I'm hoping to get my 250th cache today. Just think about that, 250, let that sink in. 1/4 of the way to 1,000. And because we're hoping to find 9 or 10 caches, just really excited about hopefully, definitely in one of those earth caches being able to get my 250th cache. Of course, I will be filming this entire trip and showing you as much of the earth caches and areas I can without spoiling the hunt for others. So that'll be fun. And so anyway, I think that's about it. Come along, let's have some fun earth caching in California. And here we are, just getting off 101 on Alexander Valley Road, I believe it is. I mean, going over to Calistoga first. I should mention one more thing that unlike the last video I showed you, I believe that one's called the Quest for 250. Hopefully I will be much more successful this time. Last time, if you watched that video, I wanted 4 caches, but looked for like 8 and only found 1. But being earth caches mainly that we're looking for today, I think we should have much better rate of success since there's no container to actually find for earth caches. Also, I picked out a cache north of Ukiah to be my 250th cache, but this trip is coming sooner than that cache in North Ukiah. I believe it's in Redwood Valley. So as I said before, one of these earth caches will become my 250th cache. So on we go to have some fun. Okay folks, I thought I'd show you a bit of the road. Very beautiful, but very narrow. And actually we're in a little more open space right now. I guess I chose the wrong time to video, but very twisty and turny. It's quite an adventure as you go from one edge of your seat to the other edge of your seat in like 2 seconds. And from what I've been warned, this is nothing compared to what we will be doing later today. So certainly having an adventure. We're about 7 miles away from our first earth cache that's around Calistoga. But anyway, there's your update. We will see you later. And here we're at an overlooking the valley. Don't know if you can see it, but there is a windmill. And there's a worldwide geocaching photo challenge called Green Ain't Mean. You get your picture with a windmill or one of those little sun windows, whatever they're called. And so I just got my picture, got some coordinates for that. There's an earth cache here called Napa Valley Ice Cubes Earth Cache. And I give you a big old sweeping panorama of it, but I really don't want to give I think if I did, I'd give all the answers away. I definitely don't want to do that. And I want to continue sharing my experiences with you. So I did get a picture of myself, and it's been a very fun, fairly easy earth cache. And so on we go to the next one. See you there. Okay, we are at the site of our second earth cache of the day. I believe it's called Sonoma Volcanics Bedrock Earth Cache. Just off a little pull off here. And here's the formation. Only reason I'm showing it to you is because the earth cache creator, Pathfinder Mark, did ask for a photo of me and my GPS, or my GPS anyway, at this site, so I don't feel bad giving it away. Answer a few questions, and we actually have a few more questions that we have to answer a little bit up the road, which I won't show you, so that will keep this earth cache intact. But interesting spot, and on we go to the next one. And just so you can get an idea of the curves, what this is like, well, let me show you. Okay, folks, welcome to ground zero of Rattlesnake Spring Earth Cache. And there's the spring right there. And the requirements for this is just you figure out how long it takes to fill a 1-gallon container, which we did, and what the weather was, which is sunny today, but it could be different, and on the time of year, if you think this will, if that flow, if it'll increase or decrease. But anyway, so really easy earth cache. Just had to be careful crossing the road. Got my picture, and neat earth cache is number 249 for me. The next cache, folks, will be the big 250. Folks, welcome to the view from my 250th cache, Serpentide's Luster of Lake County Earth Cache. And got my picture right here with some of these boulders. And yay, my 250th cache! It's been an awesome journey. Really glad for that milestone. It's Serpentine, I believe, is California State Rock. So that's really cool. I'm really excited. And next thing I need to do is call the Podcaster Podcast. Okay, 1, 2, 0, 6. H-E-R. Hey, Sunny, Sandy, and Sean, this is Geocacher TN Photobug from Chattanooga, Tennessee, currently travel caching in Northern California. I wanted to report a milestone, my 250th cache. It's an Earthcache, Serpentites, Luster of Lake County Earthcache, and it's really, really cool. It's California State Rock, and it's really exciting. It's my 250th cache. I wanted to report that. Thank you so much. Awesome show, and keep on caching. There you go. Okay. Yay, I've gotten my 250th cache, an Earthcache. I'm really excited about that. How cool and educational and fun they are. And got that called into Podcaster. And hopefully that'll be on their show next week or two. If for those of you who don't know, Podcaster is an international geocaching, family-friendly, wholesome podcast with thousands of listeners all around the world. They have a geocaching milestone section that everybody, including me, calls in when they get a geocaching milestone, such as 250 caches. But now, that 250 number, it was fun, but that's not all the fun we are having today. Still many more Earth caches coming up, but right now we're going to be taking a break and going to try to find a traditional cache at a very unique spot, or down our road going to a little town called Pope Valley. And evidently it's this guy who in the last century collected like literally thousands of not Earth caches, sorry, I have Earth caches on my mind, thousands of hubcaps, like from car wheels, like over 2,000 to 5,000 of them. And that just sounds amazing. There's a historical mark there, as I said, a traditional cache. And that sounds so cool. We just gotta check it out. So come along with us as we explore and discover Litto's Hubcap Ranch. And welcome to Pope Valley and Litto's Hubcap Ranch. Don't know if you can see it, but let's see. See all that right there? Like, I've heard he has 2,000 to 5,000 of these hubcaps he's just put along his fence. And as I said, there's actually a registered California landmark or historical marker here. As you can see, here's a sign in his driveway. It says Litto, Pope Valley Hubcap King. And evidently these are hubcaps he's collected. Nobody's picked them up. But really fascinating. Really fascinating. There is a cache here. We'll be looking for it in just a little bit. But first I'd like to show you a historical marker. So we will do that and then we will look for the cache. Okay, so that's where we just were. Look at all these hubcaps. Here's a little thing here and a flag, and here's a marker. Richie. It says Litto's Hubcap Ranch. This is one of California's exceptional 20th century folk art environments. Over a period of 30 years, Emmanuel Litto Demont lived between 1892 and 1985. With the help of his neighbors, collected more than 2,000 hubcaps. All around Hubcap Ranch are constructions and arrangements of hubcaps, bottles, and pole tops, which proclaimed that Litto, the Pulp Valley Hubcap King, was here. It's California Registered Historical Landmark number 939, plaque placed by the State Department of Parks and Recreation, cooperation with Spaces, saving and preserving arts and cultural environments. That's what Spaces stands for. That's a non-profit education corporation. This is all done on April 4, 1987. Just awesome, off the beaten path spot here. So show you that right there is my own little personal geocoin. It's a California bear geocoin, so I thought that was neat. I'm here in California. It has a bear on it, and of course California bear is a symbol of the state. Here's a marker with a bear on it. So we're going to continue exploring, maybe do a few photos, and then we'll look for this cache that's supposed to be around here somewhere. Okay, we got some photos, and gonna head back now. We got some information on the cache loaded on my GPS. Well, the cache description owner says that he did ask permission for to hide a cache here from the guy, and the guy property owner was fine with it. It looks like it's actually on the property, and I don't feel comfortable doing that, so we're not going to go after that cache after all. But neat little spot there. I'm definitely gonna have to get a picture of that. Still a neat location. Glad I got some pictures and video of it. Really cool location. We will continue on to some more earth caches, so see you there. Okay, we are now on a very twisty road, and we are going up the mountain from Hope Valley up to England, which, as you may recall, the intro of the video I told you that is where I grew up for the first several years of my life. I don't think I've been back. I certainly don't have any memories, so it'll be fun to see England again and pick up some earth caches. There's an earth cache that we just passed on this road. It's called England Springs Hope Springs Eternal or something like that. On a spring we actually just saw it, but it is like a way dangerous place. And so, since it's also getting close to lunchtime and we want to stay safe, we have decided to forego that earth cache. There's a little safer one that is on the other side of the mountain that we'll be trying for next. So that's our update. We will turn this camera on a little later. Okay, folks, well, we decided to pass on another earth cache coming down the mountain from England. I should mention that we took a few minutes and explored England, and even though I didn't remember anything about living there, my dad does, of course, and pointed out all the places we had lived and worked and played. That was really cool. Just a trip down memory lane. Yeah, the earth cache we were going to work for is called Hell Mountain is Disappearing with a question mark, but we decided to put a question mark on that. Decided to not do it because, like, it said there's parking across the street, but there's just like this tiny half car room to pull over, which we don't have room to, and it's not safe, kind of dangerous. So love to do that earth cache, but it's just too dangerous. Besides, it's lunchtime, we want to eat, so we're going to pass on that one. There's still two down around Calistoga that we're going to try to pick up before we call it a day. So maybe we're going to go eat now, and hopefully by the time we get back with you, we will have some full tummies. So see you later. Okay, we're here at the site of another earth cache. Haven't eaten yet, but couldn't pass this one up. It was on our way into a restaurant. This one's called Mount St. Helena Volcanics. See this huge formation. I think it's ash or some sort of rock. And down here on the ground is some obsidian. A really easy earth cache. Pick up, yay. Learn some more geology knowledge about our Earth. And we also have another smiley. So, on to lunch finally. And welcome to the very quaint little town of Calistoga, California. Welcome to the Calistoga Depot shops, built in 1868. The depot says it's 71 7/10 miles to San Francisco, and here we're at an elevation of 365 feet. And I think it's used for other things right now, but this is the real Calistoga Depot. Let's see what this historical marker says. It says Calistoga Depot, built by Sam Brannan for the Napa Valley Railroad in 1868, 1 year before the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad. It's the second oldest remaining railroad building or railroad station in California. Northern terminus of the Napa Valley Railroad and its successors, the Napa Valley branches of the Central Pacific Road and the Southern Pacific Railroad, and it's restored in 1978 by the Calistoga Depot Associates, and dedicated March 17, 1979, and State Historical Registered Landmark number 687. So, got some coordinates here. You will just have to, you'll get a picture of yourself by there. Can't really go in here, but it's just thought I'd show you some of the train cars. So anyway, I'm going to get some photos and head on to our last Earth cache for the day. Okay, welcome to ground zero, or almost ground zero, of the pyroclastic deposits Sonoma Volcanics Earth cache. See it right there. Supposed to get a picture of it, and I did. And fairly easy earth cache, last earth cache of the day. Yay, it is successfully completed, and we have had a lot of fun. And hey everyone, still TN Photobug here. I forget if I told you, put on video when I was at the Calistoga Depot, that I'm definitely going to be making a geocaching photo challenge there. And got some coordinates for that. You just go to the front of the depot where that marker is, and you need to get a picture of yourself blowing a train whistle. And how do you blow a train whistle if you don't have a train whistle? Well, you take your hand and you put it in an L shape and you vigorously move it up and down. And so yeah, I'm going to be calling that challenge, probably I'll call it Well Trained at Calistoga, because I have a similar challenge at the Ringgold, Georgia train depot called Well Trained, where you have to blow a train whistle. And so hopefully that's what I'm going to do for that challenge. And also have some coordinates. So I'm going to be making a challenge at that Litto's Hubcap Ranch historical marker. Just get a picture of yourself in the marker. It's a cool spot that you wouldn't otherwise know about. And so yeah, cool. I was able to get coordinates for 2 new geocaching challenges. I was able to complete a geocaching challenge myself. Able to find a total of 6 earth caches. I think that's the most earth caches that I've ever found. I believe that brings my earth cache find total up to 14 earth caches. That is pure awesomeness. And also able to get my 250th geocaching called into Podcaster, and so hopefully they'll feature that on the show soon. Anyway, it's just been a lot of fun today to hang out and have some fun with my Dad and Grandpa as well. So thank you so much for coming along. Be sure to check out my blog at www.historicalgeocaching.blogspot.com for more info on this video and others, as well as anything remotely history or geocaching related. I will have any links to caches or other things mentioned in this show on my blog, and so be sure to check that out. Said thank you so much for coming along. It's been a lot of fun to have you along, and this is Geocacher TN Phonebook signing out. I'm having a blast with the past.